What's up, guys? My name is Jellycut5 and welcome to the Nottingham Forest versus Chelsea match preview. Before we get into things, it'd be much appreciated if you're able to hit that like button down below. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. They are rapidly increasing and I can thank you for doing so. And if you haven't done already, please hit that subscribe button. If you haven't hit that notification button, do so you never miss a video. And in terms of all my socials, all linked down below so you can keep up to date with everything going on with the channel. So Forest versus Chelsea at the City Ground, 5:30 kickoff on Saturday. Big game coming up for the Blues then as we look to be able to pursue Europe, and it seems to be that Crystal Palace gave us a helping hand in doing so at the same time, so it seems to be all in our favour. All we now need to hope is if Newcastle were to drop some points, we win our remaining 3, then we are guaranteed Europe. That will definitely be something that was a big surprise to be honest, because our league form has been absolutely woeful and the start of the season has been poor. And the first game that we played against Nottingham Forest in the home fixture was very poor. We lost 1-0 thanks to an Alanga finish in the first, I think it was the first half, or second half, sorry. But yeah, it's a tough one in all honesty. We have been consistent. We have been good over the past few games. Obviously beating Tottenham, beating West Ham after the back of the Arsenal loss, and obviously drawing to Villa, unlucky. But yeah, I feel like we could get something going here, to be honest. If we get another victory, it's away from home, bearing in mind we haven't got the home support. Our away support is always loud, don't get me wrong, but it's going to be a tough test. Nottingham Forest are going to be looking to get all 3 points also, as they're struggling in form in terms of their relegation battles, especially with the point deductions that they've been recently having, and their recent appeal wasn't lifted, so that will be the case where that was disregarded and they will have to stick with that reduction. They're only 3 points from the drop also, so they're going to be wanting the win, knowing that Luton could win their fixture and be right on them, and I think it's down to goal difference in honesty, so it is going to be unbelievable, to be honest, and how close it really is going to be. In terms of the actual last 5 against Nottingham Forest, we've mostly faced them in the FA Cup, funny enough. 2 wins coming, 2 draws and 1 loss. We didn't really do too well there last season getting the draw. And yeah, we've been very lacklustre against Forest in the league, I'd have to say. Obviously drawing both times last season and then losing this season, we haven't really done that well. So it would be about time if we were be able to kind of get this win, and that'd be very nice. That is for sure. We've only actually played 13 league games amongst both sides there, both of them having 4 wins, each with 5 draws there. So yeah, really kind of strange in terms of what we've actually got in terms of the statistics in league form. In terms of head-to-head form, we've won 40, drawn 30 and lost 27 against Forest. So yeah, we're going to be looking to make it 4 unbeaten with 3 wins in a row. And bearing in mind, this was Cole Palmer's first appearance for the club when he came on in the second half against Forest. So it's going to be interesting to see if he's be able to do anything for the Blues, that is for sure, but we're also going to be feeling massive faith in him because he has been doing the business all season. In terms of Forest's last 6, their form has been absolutely woeful, to be honest, only actually getting 2 wins out of the possible 6, and then they've lost 3 in the moment and obviously drawn 1 themselves. Come up against Sheffield United, a 3-1 victory, 2-0 loss against City, 2-0 loss against Everton, 2-2 against Wolves, 3-1 loss against Spurs, and 3-1 win against Fulham. Very mixed bags, but we're looking to pounce on that and get the victory that we really would need to push us to Europe. We all know that Chelsea's injuries have been very bad for us this season, and we still have got a fair few, to be honest, but not as bad as what we normally would think. Reece James is in team training, Levi Colwill's in team training, and Cuckoo obviously played a few minutes on the weekend, so it's going to be very interesting and see who's going to be lining up. But the actual guaranteed injuries are Enzo Fernandez, Romeo Lavia, Wesley Fofana, Ben Chilwell, also, Robert Sanchez, Leslie Ogochukwu and Carney Chukwuemeka. So, still fair few injuries, don't get me wrong, but we are looking a little bit better in terms of the team that we are able to field. And let's get into this lineup then, and who I feel will be played on Saturday against Nottingham Forest. In terms of the lineup, Pochettino has been sticking with the formation of a 4-2-3-1, which has been working out for him, to be honest, and it's been working well for ourselves also. In terms of the actual lineup itself, I reckon we're going to have Petrovic in goal, of course. In the back four, we've got Cucurella, Chalabar, Silva and Gusto. In the midfield, we've got Gallagher and Caicedo as the holding midfield there, with Mudryk, Palmer and Madueke, with Jackson up top. There's a few different changes to what we normally would see in the lineup. Obviously, with having players back fit, it allows us to be able to change the lineup. In terms of the back four, I feel like it's the best suited for what we've been playing at the moment. Chalobah has been playing on the right hand side and at the centre-back role, but I feel like he's definitely the preferred out of Axel Disasi or Benoit Badiashile. I feel like he's been putting in some mammoth performances, so it's only right to see him in the side, and who better to pair him up against, and that is Thiago Silva. As much as he's getting on these days, he's aging so well. He is such a good player. It's so sad to see him go at the end of the season, but it'd be really nice to be able to finish things off with a European spot. Malo Gusto is back fit, and it'd be nice to see him on the right hand side. He come on against West Ham and he looked fairly sharp. Hopefully he's up to match fitness, and it'd be nice to see him back in the fold, to be honest, because he's a very creative right back, and that is said by Cole Palmer also, who really rates him as a wing back. The midfield sides, Gallagher and Caicedo, have been solid. There's no other real choice to be able to put them two in there, so that is why I've gone for Gallagher and Caicedo. And then Mudryk, Palmer and Madueke. You could argue that maybe Sterling could return back to the side as he is fit, but I don't feel like it's right. Mudryk needs to find some form, and the only way he's going to do that is by playing games, and that is exactly what he needs. So I reckon he will be playing on the left-hand side. Cole Palmer, as usual, it's just a given that he's able to get on that pitch and score and plenty of goals as he normally does. And Noni Madueke, after that man-of-match performance against the Hammers, he really needs to be able to start once again to be able to show his true potential, and definitely he is one to be on the pitch. Obviously, striker Nicholas Jackson, he's really finding form. Ever since he's had a haircut, he has turned into a prime jobber. It's been unbelievable for Nicholas Jackson. He's had a very good few weeks, that is for sure. But yeah, lucky to see him back on the pitch, and we definitely could see him with another few goals amongst on the pitch. In terms of the game plan that we need to pursue, we really need to be able to start early, because the more it goes on, the more Forest are going to sit back and go for the point at the end of the day. They're free clear. If they get a point, then no, they're still not going to get below the drop. Are they going to go for all three at the end of the day? They're going to go all backs to the wall, and they're going to be able to kind of sit there, allow the pressure, be in the home side and everything else, have the home support behind them. So we need to go on early doors, and we really need to be able to kind of use what we did last week. It did so well being able to Chalobah getting balls to Madueke. I mean, that ball to Madueke initially was absolutely superb. So we really need to be able to direct play, nice and quick at the same time, not sitting back, no sideways backwards, just straight and direct. That is the best sort of football that we need. We need to take them on. We've got the players at the end of the day. We've got the pace, we've got the skill, we've got everything that be able to kind of part of a team is a winning ability. So we need to be able to use that to our advantage, and I reckon we're able to get the result by doing so. This is my score prediction for the game against Nottingham Forest, and I reckon a 3-1 to the Chelsea. I think we're going to be able to have too much quality for Nottingham Forest. I reckon it's going to be a tough one. I think we might even go 1-0 down at the start, to be honest. The fans are going to be behind it, as I mentioned, and it's always a tough place to go, the City Ground. It's one of those. I feel like it's going to be a big game for us, and it's going to be a big game for them. Evening game on the telly. You just never know what's going to happen, but I reckon a 3-1 victory in the end. I reckon we'll have too much class for them. Obviously, it's one of those you can't get too big for yourself, because any team can beat you in the Premier League, as proven throughout the years, and particularly this season. But yeah, it's one of those. I reckon for 3-1 for the Chelsea, and it'd be really nice to be able to get another 3 points under the belt, and it'll really be able to give the confidence to the board to be able to keep Pochettino on at the same time, because I think these recent performances really prove that he's got something going here. But if he isn't to get a result here, it just goes to show you how much inconsistency we do have as a team, and how much we just blow hot and cold, to be honest. So real big game for the Blues there, and it's going to be an interesting one. I'm going to be watching it. Are you going to be watching it? If you've got any score predictions, let me know down in the comments below, and let me know your thoughts on this particular video. It'll be really appreciated. But I hope you guys have enjoyed this. Please like and subscribe for more content just like this one, and please don't forget to hit that notification bell so you never miss a video. Cheers.